What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Part 3 of 3 for the HVAC repair. HVAC, heat, air conditioning. And this is going to be the switches in the dash, so let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to be replacing this whole module, these 3 switches behind this trim. So to start, first thing I like to do is get access to all the vacuum lines and wiring. So we're going to take our glove box off. Again, very easy. Take the pressure off. I'm doing this one-handed. Slide that little fabric loop out to the side, lower it down, pop it out. Now what I'm going to use to get started, we've got a little hook here, and I have a trim panel toolkit removal thing I got for dirt cheap, super cheap stuff, but it works. Now I had already tested this to make sure it was going to come up easy. Take your little hook, stick it down in here, and you want to pop this up. So you're just going to get it started, and then you'll see these clips, and that's a placement pin, and then there's another clip. So I'm guessing they had this off and that's why that broke, but we're just going to be as gentle as possible and just keep trying to pop it up. Now I might have to, okay, I see, take our pin or our hook, and I'm just going to keep sliding along here, and looks like I'm ready to go to the driver's side. Alright, looks like I got it. Yeah, so this mesh here is just to keep stuff from going down in the defroster. I might try to maybe even get Mrs. GearTube involved. See if maybe we can hot glue this a little bit. I wonder if I could just get a new piece like this. I know we're going budget here. Well, there's a part number. Textron Automotive TJ top cover camel. Also, when you're popping these out, make sure you got those little metal clips. They like to fly, and it looks like all of mine stayed, so that's great. Now we have access up here because there's a couple screws we got to remove above the radio there. Alright guys, there's 2 screws up top here. I know it's kind of dark. One here, one here. They are Phillips head. And while you're thinking of it, take your ashtray out. You won't believe how many people might not know this, but see that little button there? Push down on that. You can take it right out. Reason being, guess what? There's a screw back there. So get your ashtray out of there if you have one, and continue removing screws. All right. So let's go down here. Take this screw out. Now we'll see if I remember if that's all the screws. I think it might be. All right, maybe. Whoop. Okay, there it goes. Well, there you go. There's the inside of your dash. Here's your upper vents, and then your radio, which looks fine. Wow, it'd help if I got it on camera, wouldn't it? Radio, which isn't quite seated right and actually looks a little loose. but it'll be okay. And then here, this right here is what we're taking out. And I see I have a missing screw. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this out. It has a connection that comes under here behind the dash, which is why we took the glove box out. So it looks like more Phillips head screws. All right, now this should just come out, okay? And what we're gonna do, see, we got 2 electrical connectors and then this big vacuum system here, which is what moves your vents. So yeah, we got that one, little one here on the side, and this is the vacuum lines. So it looks like, if I'm following this correctly, it comes right over to the here. So I need to find the connection here, which looks like it's right there, and disconnect that. And well, let's go get the tailgate of parts. Tailgate of parts. Here we are. Crown 55037 AB. Now this is for TJs with air conditioning, which mine has. So there it is. And it does look identical in the back. We have an idea now of what our connector looks like under the glove, behind the glove box, before we go ahead and do that. So the interesting thing is, the previous owner said they had this all and it worked, but it didn't work for me, and that they paid to have it fixed. This looked almost new, judging by the switches on the front. Now that I'm back here though, I don't think it's quite as new as I was led to believe. So we gotta disconnect it right here at that white connector, and then we'll put the new one in. All right, vacuum lines are connected on the new one. Got all of our electrical connections to do yet, and it'll be done. Trying to figure out a way for you guys to see all this. It's not very easy. All right. There's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, so there's all the connections made. Our vacuum lines aren't kinked. And now we're just going to put the screws in out of our ashtray. All right, while I'm in here, I'm gonna make sure my radio's tightened up. Feels pretty good. Not sure why it's so loose in there, but it is what it is. Next up, we gotta put this piece back on. Now I'm not gonna put it entirely together, because I obviously want to make sure that everything's going to work. All right, get our screw in behind the ashtray. And then our screws on top. Alrighty, put the gas tray back in. Just like that. The glove box back on. Just like that. Next up, we just connect our batteries. I'm gonna add some dielectric grease. The terminals are pretty clean to begin with, but I just add a little dielectric grease. Around it. It's just something I've always done. I can't really say for sure that there's any particular rhyme or reason to it, but you know, just something I've always done. Get the battery terminals snugged up. All right, all that's left to do is fire it up, see how it works. Lord, I hope so. Moment of truth. Turn the key to the on position. I heard the fuel pump cycle. Seatbelt beeps, airbag light. Good, everything cleared. Let's see what happens here. So I have defrost on. It works. Defrost and floor works. Nothing there, nothing there. There's air conditioning, recirculate air conditioning. And off. Huh. Well, guys, I guess we got some more stuff to figure out. What a bummer. That's how she goes. All right, guys, part 3 of 3 is complete, and as you saw, we had some success, but not quite what we wanted. I'm not sure. I wonder if it's something in the wiring for that specific setting, because it's vacuum operated, so I wonder if it has to have the vacuum for the blower to kick on. I don't know. There's probably something messed up somewhere, obviously. But we tried. Okay, at least I have defrost now, so I can drive in the winter and keep the windshield clear, and that should put out enough heat. I mean, these Jeeps typically put out a lot of heat, so typically is a keyword. Anyway, sort of bummed, but not really. We at least accomplished some things, and you guys saw how to replace a blower motor, a resistor, and the switch. And so it was educational, to say the least. With that said, I hope you guys will continue to join me on this Project TJ. We got more videos on the way, and we'll catch y'all at the next one. Be happy, be healthy, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.